Hello YouTube, it's Ben here from Team America 1 doing a kind of a deck profile, not really. Actually, I shouldn't say that. This is a how-to guide on decks. Of course, you can see this is Constellars. But I'm pretty much going to be going through the deck and telling you how the deck functions and how the deck works. Of course, this deck is not legal until Hidden Arsenal 7 is released. However, I think it will be a strong contender in this format. I also think that Evil Swarms will be a little bit better. And I'll state my reasonings behind that. So anyways, let's just get right started. What I have here, these are like the main cards of the deck to get your plays off. And pretty much the goal of the deck is to make this card right here, Constellar Pleiades, which in turn goes into Constellar Ptolemy M7. Both these cards are extremely busted. They both return stuff to the hand. This guy can return anything on the field or in the graveyard to the hand. And this guy, or monster, I mean, any monster. I'd be busted if you could return spells or traps to your hand. But this guy can return anything from the field to the hand. This guy can return any monster from the field or the graveyard to the hand. This is chainable during either turn. This is just on your turn. Anyways, the way you get these guys out is by using these cards right here. Constellar Chaos, Constellar Paula. These two are really the main cards. Algedy and Siat just really help the deck move along. But this guy, if you don't know what he does, cannot be used as Synchro Material monster. Up to twice per turn, you can target one Constellar monster on the field, activate one of these effects, increase its level by 1, decrease its level by 1. The twice per turn is key, so targeting himself and targeting another level 4 to make him 5, or with Siat, targeting himself twice, and then Siat's effect to make it a 6 to bring out this guy. This guy can also be overlaid on top of a different Constellar monster. Let's say I have him out, I can overlay him, just like that. Gets that material, and it's 2700 attack, which is really good. But yeah, and then Constellar Pollux, what he does is he allows you to normal summon one other Constellar monster. So once per during the turn this card is normal summoned, you can normal summon one Constellar monster in addition to your normal summon. Why isn't this focusing? You can only gain this effect once per turn. So what he does, if you normal summon, then you can normal summon him, make it quick rank 5. Same with this guy. Algedy just special summons another 4. So yeah, this is like the engine of the deck. The strength of the deck comes with these cards. And just pumping out these cards to make your rank 5s. Now, moving these cards aside, these are the cards that can help you set up your plays. What I mean by that is Constellar Sheraton adds one Constellar monster from your deck to the graveyard when normal summoned. So this guy searches out like the Rhoda for Constellars. Sort of like the Ice Barrier card, Medallion of the Ice Barrier, or of course Rhoda. But this guy searches out any Constellar monster. So if you have a Pollux in hand, you can search out a Chaos. If you have a Chaos in hand, you can search out a Pollux. Of course, you'll have to wait one turn. But let's say you have like Honest in hand, you're not really worried about this guy being destroyed. And if he gets destroyed, oh well, you'll take some damage. But it's not really that big of a deal. Reinforcements of the army. This adds Pollux, and I know it's kind of weird. Pollux is the only warrior card in the deck. However, this card is just so important because you need to have Pollux in hand, because Pollux plus Chaos equals free rank 5, as I've stated before. So again, if you have a Chaos in hand, just Rhoda and get your Pollux and then go on from there. Constellar Star Cradle. This card requires two turns or not, if depending on what happens. But let's say it's late game, you're really counting on drawing a monster, but you draw this instead. This isn't that bad. What you do is you target 2 Constellar monsters in your graveyard, add those targets to your hand. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. If this is late game and you draw this card as a top deck, just add back Pollux and Chaos. And seriously, you can go into your rank 5, just skip your battle phase, but it gives you a monster on the board, and you can put decently sized monster on the board too. And the thing is, if you go Chaos, and then go Pleiades, and then M7, if this guy survives, which he probably will, 2700 attack is kind of hard to get over, you'll be able to add Constellar monsters back to your hand through that, along with the card that you draw. So, again, that card also sets up your plays. And then, new from Cosmic Blazers, you probably already know this card, Fire Formation Tenki. This card adds 1 level 4 lower Beast Warrior type monster from your deck to your hand. This card adds Chaos, and that's why this is probably the most important card in the deck, aside from Chaos, because hands down this is the best card in the main deck, and you need him in the hand for your plays to go off. So, plus it just gives that 100 boost, I guess, which really isn't that important. So, but yeah, it really helps. Now over here, I have cards that just support the rank 5. So of course we have Cyber Dragons, or these cards just support in general. But you have the Cyber Dragons, we have the Solar Windjammer, which you guys know what Cyber Dragon does. This card, Solar Windjammer, is like a Cyber Dragon, except it only requires you to have no monsters. So your opponent can have 0 monsters. You can open with this guy. This guy's probably a little bit better for this deck. I only own 1, so right now I'm playing like this with the support. Then Tensu can also be helpful. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 edition Beast Warrior type monster, so just get the extra Chaos on the field. But those are pretty self-explanatory. These are cards that help the deck but aren't necessarily needed. Star Chart, whenever Constellar monsters exceed summons, you just draw a card. Constellar Belt, the activation of light monsters' effects cannot be negated. Warrior returning alive just adds a warrior from the graveyard to the hand. Photon Lead, this card is something I actually kind of want to start playing in this deck. Special summon 1 level 4 lower light monster from your hand in face attack position. That can be any Constellar in my deck. So this card would be good. And then also, I don't know if you guys remember this card, Consecrated Light. I would look for these because Evil Swarms are going to be big. And they're going to be really big. So this is a good side deck card in this deck. But anyways, I hope that gives you a little bit more knowledge on the Constellar deck. But yeah, I'll be doing videos like this a lot, so but anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.